deal about with the Rams and Dolphins. That says more to me about Jaylen Ramsey or about the Rams specifically. It says to me, listen, wholesale changes are coming. The Rams are intending to legitimately compete for the Super Bowl this upcoming season.
What if I told you that the Miami Dolphins' biggest gamble just turned into one of the most unpredictable NFL storylines of the entire 2025 offseason? Yep, we're talking about Jaylen Ramsey. Yes, that Jaylen Ramsey, the man who Miami made the highest paid corner in the league just last year. And now, he's got one foot out the door and a suitcase packed, but here's where it gets crazier. The team that's about to land him isn't who you think.
Oh, y'all too little. Oh, y'all too little. Y'all too little. Both y'all look too little. I thought both y'all boys up trying to get CDs. Both y'all boys up trying to get CDs. What?
You to talk north to Tom Brady, that let me know you out of your mind.
On the dirt. That's on the dirt. That's on the dirt.
Ain't nobody talking north to 12. Not before the game anyway.
So buckle up, because this is the kind of football drama that makes fans and front offices lose sleep. So let's rewind for a second. Last September, Miami doubled down on Jaylen Ramsey with a 3-year, $72 million extension that made him the NFL's highest paid corner at over $24 million per year. And at first, it looked like Miami was building a Super Bowl contender.
I question y'all, man, about Jaylen Ramsey, because I've been watching Jaylen Ramsey for a long time, and he's one of those athletes I think that should be producing at a high level. And being that it hasn't went that way so far in his 8th and 9th year, I think Jaylen Ramsey would be more productive playing free safety instead of cornerback. I'm just telling you. Now hear me out.
But guess what? Miami went 8-9 in 2024, missed the playoffs, and started leaking oil like an old Dodge Charger. And Ramsey, according to multiple reports, he lost faith in the coaching staff, locker room drama. You better believe it.
They're saying you got traded. Let's go. You're lying. What the hell?
Tyreek Hill was basically packing his bags on live TV, so Miami found themselves in a financial chokehold, staring down that massive contract. Now here's where the money game gets spicy. If the Dolphins traded Jaylen Ramsey before June 1st, they need a nasty $25.2 million dead money hit, but after June 1st, that number drops to $6.7 million this year, with the rest getting spread to 2026.
Who do you think is the best trash talker in the league right now?
Yeah. So y'all need to work out more.
Probably Jaylen Ramsey. Probably Jaylen. He got that dog in him.
Jalen is a dog. He's one of those guys that's going to talk, but he's going to back it up at the same time.
Yeah.
I've never heard Jalen talk trash once.
What? Huh? What'd he say?
One of the best corners in the game.
I got a ton of respect for him.
Jaylen Ramsey takes it away!
In other words, if Miami wanted to save some cash, and let's be real, they absolutely needed to wait until after June 1st made perfect sense, and guess what? That's exactly what they did. Plus, the Rams' cover 3 heavy defense is tailor-made for Ramsey's style, especially now that he's evolving into more of a hybrid safety role. And the financials? The Rams have enough cap space to make it work, especially if Miami eats a slice of the contract.
Defending NFL players that are getting too much hate, Jaylen Ramsey edition. Let me explain. When I make these videos, I understand why fans may hate on that player. But to the people who think Jaylen Ramsey is washed and not a top 5 corner, you need to do some serious self-reflection. Here's the thing though, Ramsey has been held to such a high standard that when he makes a mistake, instantly everyone is ready to claim he's washed. Which is crazy because you all know damn well that cornerback is one of the toughest positions to play in football. What's even crazier is that he just put up similar stats compared to his all-pro years.
But hold on, Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys are lurking like a shark in a kiddie pool. They're in desperate need of a corner with Trayvon Diggs and rookie Shalbon Rell Jr., both coming off injuries. And you know Jerry, when he wants something, he usually gets it, even if it means spending like a kid with their parents' credit card. The problem? Dallas has already made some massive trades this offseason, and adding Ramsey's contract might be a financial ticking time bomb. Don't sleep on the Washington Commanders either. They've been wheeling and dealing like a used car lot snagging Deebo Samuel and Laramie Tunsil, all while rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels is on a cheap deal. They've got the flexibility to make a move. But let's be honest, their division is stacked, and it might take more than just Ramsey to get them over the top.
So like in times like this, like I can't help myself but to like, dang, I see something, I want to help with that. Like I want to go say something, I want to do this. But y'all got every advantage from the jump. Y'all know y'all route, y'all know y'all timing, y'all know where y'all got to be. Every time D-Hop was supposed to get the ball, he came to the line, he did like that every time. I done said that, and it's been in interviews and stuff. So now every time, you don't know what D-Hop. Jog to the line every time like it's a pass. Throw him off. Give him a release instead of blocking him.
And then there's the Las Vegas Raiders cap space kings. With a desperate need to keep up in the AFC West, they've got the money, but do they have the scheme fit? That's the million-dollar question. Finally, the Chargers are hanging around the edges of this conversation. With enough cap space to make it work in a roster that's screaming win now. They lost Christian Fulton in free agency, so the need is definitely there. Here's the deal. All roads point back to the Rams, first of all. McVay and Ramsey already have that connection.
The thing is you are going to add a cornerback. You're gonna do it. Rasul Douglas is 30 years old. Shaquille Griffin, he's 29. So you're talking about the same age range, and there's just no comparison. Jaylen Ramsey is a much more valuable player. The other aspect about potentially adding Jaylen Ramsey is the Rams want him. They've openly discussed it. They've said publicly. Sean McVay, not more than a few days ago, said, yes, we're still looking into that.
That's huge in a league where relationships matter more than fans think. Second, the Rams scheme fits Ramsey like a glove. They play a ton of cover 3, and that's where Ramsey's been at his best over the last 3 years. Third, and this is the killer detail, Ramsey might not even play as a pure corner anymore. Remember when he played that hybrid role with the Rams before? He led the team in slot snaps in 2021 and 2022. That versatility could extend his career by 5 years like Charles Woodson, or Devin McCourty, or Ronnie Lott.
What's up, it's Tyreek Hill and Jaylen Ramsey. Today I'm about to ask Jaylen Ramsey a few questions. Jaylen, give me your top 3 Disney characters.
Top 3 Disney characters. It's a new movie out called Wish. My daughter's like that. The girl named Asha in that one. Princess Tiana for sure. Nice. Black girl power, you know what I'm saying? Nice. And what else my daughters be watching? They be watching Moana. Yeah.
Nice.
I would say this, there are several interested teams. The Dolphins have had some phone calls. His old team, the Los Angeles Rams, from my understanding, are at least one of the teams interested. That reunion would be pretty fascinating. One of Sean McVay's favorite players he's had.
Speaking of which, let's talk about that position switch. Charles Woodson did it and played until he was 39. Devin McCourty started as a corner and ended up winning 3 Super Bowls as a safety. Even Ronnie Lott made the switch and racked up 4 rings, and guess what? Ramsey has already dabbled in this hybrid role. Last season, he had 12 quarterback pressures on pass rush attempts, more than double his previous career high. That's versatility, and at 30 years old, with his coverage grade slipping from top tier.
I think Coach McVay been looking at my playbook on Madden. Because I play the dime coverage and I put him on the inside. Yeah. I put him on a blitz, but then I hit the switch where I could just put on just a QB spy, and I just roam him all over the field.
So you been saw this, Bron.
I've been saw this.
You know what they say on Twitter right now?
I put him on the QB spy.
Now, Bron, you know what they saying on Twitter right now? They say you be capping.
To 39th among corners, that switch could be the key to keeping him relevant. So what does this mean for the Dolphins? Let's not sugarcoat it. When you trade away your highest paid player just 8 months after giving him a massive extension, that's a sign of front office panic. And sure, they've got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and Tua, but Miami's defense was already a leaky faucet in 2024. Now they're without their top corner, and they're expecting to compete with Josh Allen and the Bills.
This is my first time I haven't been in the playoffs, man, so I mean, for me, like I said, man, I just got to do what's best for me and my family, dog. If that's here, or if that's wherever the case may be, man, I'm finna open that door for myself, dog. As I'm opening the door, like I'm out, bro. You know, so it was great playing here, but you know, at the end of the day, bro, I got to do what's best for, you know, for my career. And
Mike and I want to win probably more than you guys in here, just to get you guys off our backs, you know.
And don't sleep on the Patriots. They went on a shopping spree this offseason and look like a brand new team. Even the Jets have Justin Fields, who knows what he's going to do this year. If it walks like a rebuild and quacks like a rebuild, guess what? It's a rebuild, or at least the early stages of one.
I think it would be a ton of fun to see Jaylen Ramsey out there. Look, think about this. Byron Murphy, Jaylen Ramsey, Isaiah Rodgers, and then you have the Mekhi Blackmans, the Jeff Okudas of the world, the Nudies of the world to be, you know, players that step in when need be. I mean, come on, man, you just solidified your DB room, and we have the capital to do it. That's the best part about this whole situation is there's no financial stress going into this negotiation. All right, we can bring him on. We have the bread.
So here's my final call. Jaylen Ramsey's going back to the Rams. It's the move that makes the most sense, both financially and schematically. Miami eats a small portion of his salary to sweeten the deal, and the Rams send over a 3rd or 4th round pick.
I'm still who I am, you know what I mean? When I gotta flip that switch on that field, I'm still who I am, but man, like the patience, just everything. Really, my daughters have helped me in so many aspects that obviously they so young right now, they don't even know, but like, man, they've helped me be a better leader. Just because like, man, just think about it, like with kids, sometimes they can't communicate.
Ramsey gets to chase another ring. The Rams fill their biggest defensive need, and Miami clears the cap space they need to start their rebuild.
Years without a first-round pick from after Jared Goff. Now you have 2 years next year.
For now, we do. For now.
Whether they want to call it that or not. So, football fans, let me know in the comments below, where do you think Jaylen Ramsey ends up? And do you think the Dolphins just punted their Super Bowl window straight into the ocean? Anyway, I'm out this bish. Stay tuned, because this offseason is just getting started.